You learn a lot working overnight, cleaning at a 24-hour gym. When to avoid the post-bar crowd around 2 a.m. Which bodybuilders actually re-rack their weights. How long it takes a shower to dry completely. That last one became important when I started noticing the patterns. It's a big facility. 3 floors, pool area, multiple locker rooms. Most cleaners quit within months, but I've been here 2 years. Good money for straightforward work. Check security tags, clean equipment, maintain locker rooms, document anything unusual. At night, there's usually just me, a handful of members, and the security cameras. Started noticing something off in December. Small things at first. Women's locker room would have wet shower stalls I hadn't cleaned yet. Weight plates arranged differently after I'd just organized them. Protein shake spills appearing in just mopped areas. Security cameras showed nothing unusual, but the timing was weird. Things happening between my rounds when certain areas were empty. Like someone knew our cleaning schedule, knew when to move around unseen. Then members started reporting missing items. Small stuff. Protein bars from lockers, spare clothes, phone chargers left overnight. Management blamed it on holiday temps at first, but the pattern continued after seasonal staff left. I changed my cleaning routine, hit areas at random times. Started finding evidence someone was living in the building. Fresh toothbrush hidden in shower caddy. Food wrappers tucked behind equipment. Phone charging in outlets between 3 and 4 a.m. Asked the overnight regulars if they'd noticed anything. Most shrugged it off. Gyms open 24/7, people come and go. But one guy, older member who does late cardio, said he kept seeing same person in different areas. Never working out, just there. Moving between floors, always when areas were empty. Last week found something concerning. Makeshift bed hidden in rarely used stairwell. Professional looking, not some homeless person seeking shelter. Had gym schedules printed out, cleaning rotation notes, security patrol patterns. Someone studying how to stay hidden. Called police, but what could they do? No break-in, person probably had valid membership. They did walk through, found more evidence. Multiple hiding spots throughout building. Security camera blind spots mapped out. Notes about member patterns, staff schedules. Management installed better cameras, changed security protocols. But this person knew the building too well. Knew when locker rooms would be empty, which cameras had delays, how to move around unseen. Perfect setup. 24-hour access, showers, climate control, multiple exits. Yesterday, doing late rounds, caught glimpse of someone disappearing into stairwell. Professional type, gym clothes, membership tag. Could have been any member, but they moved wrong. Too purposeful. Too aware of camera angles. When I checked stairwell, found fresh food wrapper. Same brand I'd been finding for weeks. Police are investigating now. Found evidence of similar cases at other 24-hour gyms. People using fitness centers as living spaces, hiding in plain sight. Perfect cover. Members expect to see strangers at all hours. Nobody questions someone using showers early morning or late night. I still work here, but differently now. Check stairwells more carefully. Document every unusual noise, every out-of-place item, because someone's still here, still moving between blind spots. Sometimes during cleaning rounds, catch glimpse of them, just another member, until you notice how well they know the camera angles. Management says they're upgrading security again, installing better cameras, changing access protocols. But in 24-hour gym, some spaces have to stay accessible. Can't lock every stairwell, can't monitor every corner. Perfect place to disappear, if you know the patterns well enough. This morning, found new toothbrush hidden in different shower caddy. Fresh protein bar wrapper in stairwell. Someone's still here, still watching, still learning schedules. Because best place to hide isn't in shadows, it's in plain sight, where everyone expects to see strangers. Sometimes during night shift, hear noises from empty areas. Footsteps in stairwells, lockers closing softly, showers running briefly. Normal sounds in gym, until you realize no members checked in. No staff assigned there. Just someone who's learned to live between the gaps in our routines. I'm looking for other cleaning work now. Somewhere with normal hours, regular closing time. Because some facilities never really empty. Some members never actually leave. And sometimes person using gym isn't there to exercise. They're there because best hiding place is somewhere everyone expects to see strangers. Pool maintenance in an upscale health club pays better than any other cleaning job. Late hours, detailed work, strict health codes to follow, especially in January when everybody's trying to keep those fitness resolutions. That's when I started noticing something wrong with the steam room numbers. Every facility tracks usage data, pool chemical levels, steam room temperatures, shower water consumption. All logged hourly, all monitored for safety and efficiency. After 10 years maintaining pools, you learn normal patterns. But these numbers weren't normal. Steam room was showing heavy usage between 2 and 4 a.m. Temperature spikes, humidity changes, power consumption. But security logs showed no member entries. No staff assigned those hours except me. When I checked, room would be empty. Just lingering heat and strange smell. Medical almost. First time I found something was during routine cleaning. Gauze pads hidden behind bench slats. Surgical tape residue on walls. Thought maybe someone was treating sports injury after hours. But next week found more. Medical tubing, bloody bandages carefully wrapped and hidden in trash. Mentioned it to supervisor. He seemed nervous, changed subject quick. Said maintenance should stick to maintenance, but I kept finding things. Surgical gloves tucked in corners. Empty medication vials. Once found prescription bottle, label scratched off. Started logging everything, taking photos. Pattern emerged. Every Tuesday and Thursday, 2 to 4 a.m. Steam room would run hot, way above regulations. Security cameras would glitch those exact hours. Next morning, more medical waste hidden carefully away. Last month, member reported something disturbing. Said they found fresh blood in steam room drain early morning. Management claimed it was rust stains. But I cleaned those drains. No difference between rust and blood. Police got involved after missing person report. Woman last seen entering health club late Tuesday night. Security footage showed her going into locker room. Never showed her leaving. Found her membership card in steam room drain. Investigation revealed ugly truth. Someone was using steam room for illegal medical procedures. Perfect setup. Privacy. Sterile environment. Heat and humidity to prevent bleeding. All after hours when club was nearly empty. They found surgical equipment hidden in maintenance panels. Appointments logged in coded messages through club's booking system. Different doctors using facility for unlicensed surgeries. Manager knew. Was getting paid to disable cameras, adjust schedules. 3 club members disappeared last year. All last seen entering facility late night. Police searching club grounds now. Testing drains for DNA. Finding things in walls, under floors. Things that explain those late night temperature spikes. Those missing members. I quit last week. Found work at regular community pool. Less money but normal hours. Regular inspections, no steam room. Sometimes drive past health club late night. See lights on in steam room area. New maintenance person probably wondering about temperature spikes, strange smells, medical waste. Police closed investigation without answers. Club changed management, installed new security. But last night, driving past, saw same pattern. Steam room lights on, 2 a.m. Because some places never really close. Some services continue after hours. Some rooms hide worse things than steam. I finally did it. I signed up for a gym membership as my New Year's resolution. I was determined that this would be the year I got in shape. The gym was running an incredible deal. Only $10 a month, no commitment. I should have known it was too good to be true. But the place looked nice, and the price was right. So on January 2nd, I packed my bag and nervously headed to work out for the first time. When I walked in that Monday evening, the gym was packed with the January rush of resolutioners like me. Every treadmill and elliptical was taken. The wait for the squat rack looked to be an hour minimum. As I wandered around trying to find an open machine, I noticed a guy staring at me from across the weight room. He appeared to be in his mid-30s, was extremely fit, and had an unsettling intensity in his eyes. We made eye contact for a second before I quickly looked away. I ended up sharing a bench with an older woman doing dumbbell exercises. In between sets, I glanced over to where the staring man had been, but he was gone. "You're just being paranoid," I reassured myself. But then I felt it again. That unmistakable sensation of being watched. I whipped my head around, and there he was, pretending to get a drink from the water fountain, but staring directly at me. He flashed a smile that made my blood run cold. This continued for my entire workout. Everywhere I went, the man seemed to appear. He never approached me or said anything, but he was always there, in my peripheral vision, watching. By the end of the workout, my heart was racing and my hands were shaking, and not just from the exercise. I hightailed it to the locker room, already planning to cancel my membership and chalk the $10 up as a loss. I wasn't going to risk my safety to save a few bucks. But when I emerged from the locker room, the man from the weight room was standing right outside the door, leaning against the wall and smiling knowingly at me. I froze in terror. "It's not safe for a pretty girl like you to be walking to your car alone at night," he said smoothly. "How about I escort you?" No, thank you," I stammered, clutching my bag to my chest and speed walking towards the exit. "Don't be like that," he called after me. "I'm sure I'll see you here again." Over the next 2 weeks, I did everything I could to avoid the gym. I skipped workouts, came up with excuses, and even tried to cancel my membership. But the gym had a strict no cancellation policy. I was stuck. So I started taking precautions, varying my schedule, avoiding the weight room, always having a friend on the phone while I walked to my car. But no matter what I did, the man was always there, watching me. It's like he knew my routine better than I did. One night, I stayed at the gym later than usual, waiting for all the other members to leave so I could slip out unnoticed. When I finally walked out into the deserted parking lot, I breathed a sigh of relief until a strong hand grabbed my arm and spun me around. It was him, the man from the weight room. His formerly charming smile had twisted into something monstrous. "You've been avoiding me," he growled, fingers tightening around my bicep. I thought we had something special. I opened my mouth to scream, but nothing came out. My legs were frozen in place. The man yanked me closer to him, his face just inches from mine. "Don't worry," he whispered. "We have all the time in the world to get to know each other now. The gym is closed, and no one's coming to help you." I watched in horror as he pulled a knife from his jacket pocket, the blade glinting under the streetlights. "Your little game of hard to get is over," he snarled, tracing the tip of the knife down my cheek. "It's time for you and I to have some uninterrupted training time, just the two of us." I closed my eyes, sure I was about to die, when suddenly, the wail of police sirens split the night air. The man froze and his grip on my arm loosened for just a second, but it was enough. I wrenched away from him and sprinted across the parking lot, screaming for help. The police found me minutes later, bruised and shaking, hiding behind a dumpster. They searched the area, but the man was long gone. The gym security cameras had mysteriously been turned off that night, leaving no video evidence. I wish I could tell you that going to the police solved everything, but that's not how this story ends. Because as I found out later, my stalker wasn't just a run-of-the-mill creep. He was a former special ops soldier with a long history of violence against women, and he was angry that I had escaped him. I had to move cities and change my name, but even that didn't stop him. I still see him sometimes, in the shadows outside my window, in the grocery store parking lot, in the reflection of my computer screen. He's always there, waiting for me to let my guard down again. So now, I'm sharing my story as a warning to everyone out there who thinks they're invincible, who doesn't take those little moments of discomfort and fear seriously, because you never think it will happen to you, until it does. And by then, it's too late to run. A nightmare can begin with something as simple as a gym membership and a stranger's stare. Stay safe out there, and never ignore your instincts. If a situation feels wrong, it probably is. Don't end up like me, always looking over your shoulder, wondering if today will be the day he finally catches up to you and finishes what he started that night in the gym parking lot.